Good morning. We've been expecting you. It's so good that you're here, Miss Michelle. My name is Megan, and I'm going to be your child's speech-language pathologist. Today we're just going to start with the basics of a case history study. It'll take about 15 minutes, and a case history study, it just covers all the bases. That way we can get a good and thorough assessment for your child, okay?
Sounds good.
Who are we here to talk about today?
My daughter, her name is Mia Smith.
Okay.
She is 2.5 years old.
Okay. What is your relationship to Mia?
I am Mia's mother.
Okay. So why are we here today? Did we get referred by a teacher or by a pediatrician, a specialist?
Actually, I had some concerns, so my pediatrician, Dr. Janet Jones, referred me to you.
Okay. And is that your family doctor?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay. Regarding Mia's communication development, what are your major concerns with her hearing, speech, language?
Okay. Basically, we're concerned because she doesn't speak as much as other kids her age.
Okay.
When we have play dates and things, I notice that she doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And when she does try to speak, it's really hard to understand her.
Right.
And I think she gets frustrated that people don't understand her.
And by people not understanding her, can you guys understand her as family, or are you more worried about her peers not understanding her?
All of the above. We, as parents, even have a hard time understanding her when she tries to talk.
Okay. And that can, obviously, if you guys don't understand her, that can be really concerning, even if her peers with social interactions and stuff. Okay. If not verbally, how does Mia communicate to you what she wants or what she needs?
She does a lot of pointing at things, or she'll just grab. Sometimes she cries and throws tantrums when we don't understand her.
Is there anything specifically that she is able to articulate with her words? Certain things that maybe she's interested in that she's able to talk about, or is it just all over? Just kind of, she'll say certain words.
She says certain words like mama, dad, those kinds of things, but other things, it's just very hard to understand her, and just by being around her a lot, we have figured out what she wants for the most part.
Absolutely. How does Mia respond to your speech and following directions? Do you think she's able to understand you by what her actions and what she carries out?
Yeah, she does a good job understanding things, but sometimes we have to repeat them for her more than once.
Okay. Her name, if you were to call Mia, does she understand her name?
Yes.
And know that she's wanted by you calling her name?
Yes.
Okay, so understanding speech is not the main issue. It's more verbally communicating and telling you guys what she wants that you're concerned about.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. As far as her health history, has she been hospitalized in the past 2 years for anything?
The only thing she's been hospitalized for are tubes in her ears.
Tubes in her ears.
And she had that at about 2 years old.
So she's currently still being treated?
Yes.
For her tubes? And
yes.
Does she have a history of ear infections? Is that why she got the tubes in the first place?
Yes. Starting around 1 year old, she started getting a lot of ear infections, and then had tubes, and ever since then she really hasn't had many infections.
So the tubes have seemed to be a big help for Mia.
Yes.
When she would have ear infections, would she verbalize that she was in pain or that her ears hurt, or did you find out by the tantrums and the crying that you were talking about earlier?
Yes, and the not sleeping and sometimes pulling at her ears.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
But again, when she was in pain, she would never verbalize that she was hurting. You just knew from other nonverbal factors?
Yes, we just kind of had to take a guess at that.
Okay. Has Mia ever had a speech evaluation, or did you guys come here because just based strictly off your concerns?
Yes, we have not had any other
testing
done with her.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll get you all helped out and we'll get everything sorted out. As far as her development history, did you have any complications during pregnancy?
No, the only thing, she was born about 4 weeks early.
Okay.
There were no serious complications at the time. We didn't stay extended in the hospital or anything.
Okay. Did her being born prematurely, did that affect her weight a lot?
She was 5 pounds, 5 ounces, so maybe a little bit small.
Okay. But other than that, you didn't notice anything right away, and the doctor didn't tell you guys anything that needed to be worried about?
No.
She was healthy?
She was healthy.
Okay. When did Mia say her first words and take her first steps?
She was probably about 18 months when she started saying her first words, which just talking to other parents seemed a little bit late.
Okay.
And I guess she started taking her first steps right after her first birthday, probably about 13 months old.
13 months. Okay. Did she seem to be interested in games that you would play with her, such as like patty cake, peekaboo?
Yeah, she played peekaboo.
Okay, so she seemed to be interested and wanted you to be involved with what she was doing?
Yes.
Okay. Who else lives in the household with Mia and you?
I'm married, so her father lives there, and then we have a 6-month-old little girl.
Okay, so Mia's the oldest.
Yes.
Okay. What is the primary language spoken in the house?
English.
English?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any family history of hearing or speech problems?
The only thing I can think of would be her father. I guess when he was younger, he stuttered a little bit.
And did he go through any sort of therapy, or did he grow out of it?
I believe he grew out of it.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Is Mia currently attending a daycare, or does she have a babysitter that watches her throughout the days?
Yes, she goes to daycare.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you notice her interacting with other peers and other individuals?
She plays more like side by side with them. She likes to do things like puzzles where she can do it by herself. She likes to blow bubbles. She loves being at the park.
Okay.
But mostly things by herself. It's not like
Okay.
she really plays with the other kids.
Okay. And then do you notice her playing with your 6-month-old daughter and with you guys? Do you think it's maybe since she's more comfortable, or does she just mostly like to be by herself and playing individually?
She still likes to do things on her own, and she will interact with her little sister here and there. Just, she's not mean or anything. She just, you know.
Do you have any other concerns that we haven't covered?
She does get frustrated when other people can't understand her. Sometimes she'll throw a temper tantrum. Sometimes she'll act out and hit. And she gets very angry if kids try to play with her and take her things, and she grabs right back.
Okay.
And sometimes she acts out and hits other kids.
I could understand why that would be frustrating when other people can't understand what you're trying to communicate with them. Does she also use, how you said she would grab or point with her peers as well, or is that just mostly with you guys at home?
It's mostly with us, I think. I've witnessed her do that sometimes, but she just does a lot of grabbing, or she'll go do something else by herself.
Okay. Well, I am going to take some time and analyze this, and we'll go over this with my other peers. So thank you so much for coming in to talk about Mia today, and we will get back to you soon, Miss Michelle.
Okay, thank you.